So yes, thank you again for joining me on this video. My name is Sola Abulu. I'm the principal consultant of Sola Abulu and Associates. We're a strategy and communications training and consulting firm based in Lagos, Nigeria. We work with clients in the public and private sector, helping them to solve their business and organizational problems through strategic communications, organizational effectiveness and stakeholder management, and reputation risk management as well. So generally, we are just our reason for being is helping organizations function more effectively, interact better with themselves, and also interact with the outside world as well in fulfillment of their mission and their objectives. So we're launching a series of 5 courses over the course of 2024. The first one will run on the 30th of November. There's a separate video around that. This one is the brand strategy and communications course. We will be releasing a schedule for it in 2024. The way in which we work is that we would have a proposed schedule that will run full day session, live session, and based on interest from participants, once we have a cohort of at least 15, perhaps 10 to 15, we can go ahead. We're always open to bespoke requests for a group or a corporate booking, a group booking, which is really our preferred way to run. That we can run at any time of the year based on the convenience of the requesting group. But yeah, so just talking a little bit about the brand strategy and communications course. By the way, I have about 30 years of experience in public relations, brand communications. I was once the head of public relations and brand for a major oil producing company in Nigeria. And at some point was also the communications manager, external relations manager for the Lagos location, involved with everything that had to do with the brand, the visual identity, the messaging platform, the corporate communications, internal employee communications, that sort of thing. Since I started running my firm in January, we have also been involved in a number of brand strategy efforts with leading Nigerian brands, one which happened this year, which we're very, very proud of. Had the opportunity to get involved in a rebranding for a major brand and all of that. So this course is designed to provide practical knowledge and skills to effectively build, grow a brand as an asset that enables the organization or entity to reap the full benefits of the brand equity. I mean, I love this topic of brand because it's so practical and so real, because for someone like myself that I launched a new brand myself, I have seen how investing in a brand, building a brand, promoting a brand, ensuring that your brand has an ethos, values, identity, and is visible. Positioning your brand can make a lot of difference. In fact, determines the kind of business that you're able to attract, your space. You know, when you get into a market space, that market space is already has players in there. What's going to, how are you going to find your space? How are you going to maintain your space? How are you going to stand your space? How are people going to differentiate you? That is all what we're going to learn in this course. And actually, I think there's an element of marketing that is going to be here. So it's actually supposed to be brand strategy and marketing communications course. So I will adjust that when you in the other folders that you would see. But the essence here is going to be anyone with interest or responsibility for building a corporate, personal or institutional brand, or leveraging on brand equity to achieve a business or strategy objective. Anybody, you can attend this course, either on a corporate level, non-profit, whatever it may be. So long as you have to market yourself. And I get a lot of requests that shows me the importance of marketing across board. Big companies, small companies, medium scale companies, everybody's marketing. I mean, Microsoft, what I like about the tech companies that they have been I think they have led the way on marketing communications in this phase, in this, period of time, because they have not shied away from the fact that they are engaging with people who have zero to none technical knowledge, but by the strength of marketing communications, they have bridged the gap between people who were non-digital, completely digital blind, to become people who have become digital immigrants who are now interacting with digital tools and technology and solutions, and they are learning. So marketing communications and brand communications, I think, has been very high. I think tech companies, big tech, Microsoft, Google, all the major platforms, they have led the way because they have been able to communicate in a way that even non-tech people like myself are able to engage with their products on a daily basis. They have been able to lead the markets. They have moved in countries. Language has not been a barrier. Culture has not been a barrier. They have quality products, but introduced by fit for purpose easy to understand language. It's amazing stuff. And that's why they're market leaders. So what are we going to, what do you expect from this course? Knowledge sharing on brand principles, analysis of brand marketing, communications, and positioning. All our courses in SA&A, we go with global standards, local principles. So they are locally relevant, but we show you the big picture. Because we are, I mean, our hope, we're an African brand, we're proudly African and Nigerian brand. Our hope is that even brands, regardless of where your brand originated, you can be a global brand. You can sell it, you can become an international brand. Even if you're not a global brand, you can be international, you can be African, you can be regional. And if you choose to, you can remain domestic. Even within your national brands, you can aim to be a nationally known brand, or locally or regionally, or state level recognition. But whatever your goal is, you have the latitude to be able to achieve it, and there are things that you need to know to get to that. So we're going to be talking about that: analysis of brand marketing, communications, positioning, practical guidance for new and established brands, and sector relevant guidance. So based on who is in the room and the sectors that are there, we will tailor what we're saying in that regard. And yeah, so we will do a deep dive into brand strategy and positioning, compare personal versus corporate and institutional, examples, exposure to practical brand management tools and templates. What I like about brand and marketing is that it's very much a science. It's things that are really laid down in blocks. So it's very much where I mean, there are principles, and then we'll talk about the application of those principles. And what I have found, in fact, what I like about being a business owner, an independent consultant that has a consulting and a knowledge sharing element, is that we are able to, we do the research, we gather the data, we also learn our principles and frameworks, and we're able to test it in the real world. So unlike other trainings that you will attend, which may just be people sharing, textbook, in this case, we are practitioners. We're out there in the field. We're relevant. We have relevant experience. So, I mean, and we bring that into the room, not in terms of, I mean, not in terms of speaking specifically to the work that we're doing, but coming with that breadth of experience and saying, I know this works. This is how this plays out. This is what is done. And it's a reinforcing circle. So we stay close to the research, and we continue to learn as the world evolves, as the markets evolve, and as people's awareness and the business and audience and all of that changes. We continue to stay close. So our knowledge sharing make sure that we continue to grow and learn. And as we grow and learn in terms of research, in terms of insights, in terms of data, in terms of principles and frameworks and global best practices and local relevance, we apply that and we share the learning as well. We take in the learning and we share it as well. So it's a continuous improvement process that we run, and this applies even to our courses as well. So what you're going to get is not outdated. That's what I'm saying. This is real time. In fact, if something breaks in the morning, we were going to bring it into the room. You know what I mean? That very relevant to the time and the season. So even if you've done brand trainings before, I'll recommend that you come for this one, because I can assure you that you will get what you did not get in your previous sessions. Yeah, so how to build and nurture your brand effectively, leverage freely on your brand attributes, know what they are in case you don't know, and understand the importance of brand management. So this is a course that is good for both. Like I said, if you are still thinking of setting up a brand, or you already set up a brand and you just need a little bit more vavoom, or just to test and even know, how can I set this brand up for success well into the future? How do I know if my brand is doing well? What more is there? What am I missing? So yeah, this would be really a course for you. And again, the marketing piece, we're going to be talking a bit about marketing communication and how marketing strategy fits into that as well. So very much straddling the brand and the marketing, and you'll see that come out more clearly in some of the material that we sent for. So just checking the caption, if you'd like us to put you on the schedule for the runs that will go on this course in 2024. Like I said, it is based on the interest that is generated that will determine how many sessions will run, when and where, but it will be online one day. But if there is a request from any group or entity for us to carry on those trainings in person within Nigeria, please let us know. Even if it's virtual, but a bespoke group where you wouldn't want to have interaction, I mean, just your own audience, that is also fine. We'll be glad that we're flexible about. We can run it at any time based on your convenience. So thanks.